Hi there. My name is Nicole Edison-Rowan and I am an occupational therapist. I work for Black Gold Regional Schools with preschool and kindergarten age children. This short video is all about scissors. Now let's get our 4-year-old assistant to help demonstrate some cutting tasks. First we check her position. Her feet are resting comfortably on the floor. Her thumb is all the way back on the chair. Tabletop's not too high. Perfect. We'll work on a pre-cutting skills first, like picking up a pom-pom with a clothespin. Pinch. Pinch. Put in my hand. Perfect. Now, another good pre-cutting skill is using hole punch. Next, we work on scissors puppets. So, can you hold your scissors? Let me give you a stamp for your thumb and a stamp for your tall man, because they go in scissors. Thumb and tall man. Okay. Can you open your scissors? Open and shut them. Okay. Let's sing a song while we do this. Okay? I'll sing it for you. Ready? Ready? Open and shut them, open and shut them. Give a little cut, cut, cut. Open and shut them, open and shut them. Give a little cut, cut, cut. Another good scissors song is just curl your fingers while you're doing that. Goes like this. These are the tips, okay? These are your thumbs. Ready? Keep your thumbs up, keep your thumbs up when you cut, when you cut. We can cut with scissors, we can cut with scissors. Open and shut, open and shut. Good job. The first stage of cutting is snipping. If you cut strips narrow enough, children can cut them successfully in one snip. Perfect. You can put stickers on your strip of paper and have the child cut between the stickers. Can you do that? Make sure both hands are thumbs up for the scissors hand and the paper hand. That looks great. Keep going. Good work. Another good snipping activity is straws. Can you cut the straw? Woo! Can you cut little pieces? I call these rocket ships, because look what happens. They go flying. Woo! 3, 2, 1, blast off! You can take paper food and cut it as a snipping activity. Thumbs up. Can you snip the carrot into the bowl? I'll snip the banana. Banana and carrot salad. Yummy.
Let's do more.
2 more. Now, you can take recycling or things like paper plates. Sit on your bum, please. Sit on the floor. That's better. And you can just cut around the edge and fringe it. You try that too. That's another good snipping act. Another fun cutting activity is cutting food. Things like licorice, cheese sticks, fruit roll-ups, and fruit sticks. And I have fruit sticks here. So, take it out of the package, or you can hold it there, and you can cut off a piece, and then eat it. If your scissors get sticky, just put them in the dishwasher. between tasks, you can dip them in water, and that helps prevent them from getting sticky during the task. Okay, now let's have you just go sit in the cutting box. Okay, can you just pick up a piece of black paper? And you can get your proper scissors position. Snip some black paper. Other hand, use your right hand for scissors. A cutting box is a good way to practice snipping without pieces going everywhere. You can use any kind of bin or a lid or box. You can also use a sheet or a blanket and have a cutting picnic. Use any kind of recycling or paper strips that you may have. Good. Okay, let's go to the next job. Good job.
Yep.
Next, we'll work on consecutive snips. Good resources for that are old playing cards, recycling, cereal boxes, and things like that. Can you cut on this side of this card? Good. Another favorite cutting material are paint samples from your local hardware store. They already have lines on them, and they're available in all kinds of fun, motivating colors. Can you cut on the white line? Good job. A typical problem with consecutive snips is that the child will make one or two snips and then try to pull the paper and the scissors apart. That's a sign that they need a narrower strip. So just back it up and go to a narrower strip of paper so that they can do the number of snips they're comfortable with and still be successful with the task.
I sometimes do that.
Do you? Okay.
I'll just...
You can do things like have a cutting race. You ready for a cutting race? Okay. I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, you beat me. Let's go this way this time. The long way. 3, 2, 1, go. You beat me again. Next, the child is ready to start trying to follow a path. You can put a path on any of the strips or other materials that you use. You can also draw it on paper like this and put either a happy face or a sticker at the top. If the child is working on bilateral coordination, a good way to teach them is by taping the paper to a table, then sit on your bum. And now, can you cut up to the happy face? Oops, thumb and toe now. The child has to hold the paper with their helper hand to stabilize it, and that teaches them early bilateral coordination. You can vary the length and the thickness of the paper. Good job. Try this one. Good job staying on the path. Good job moving your hand. Remember, stop at the sticker. Good job. Let's do the next one. Another fun way to work on paths is by using a gummy bear or a gummy worm. Usually it will stick to the paper, and when the child cuts up to the gummy candy, they can eat it. get to the gummy bear, you can eat him. Pull it off. Or cut it off. Good idea. You can take pictures from magazines or coloring books or anything that you have and glue them onto cardstock so that the paper is thicker and easier to manage. I put these monkeys in a cage, and now you can cut the bars of his cage.
So we can get out.
So he can get out.
Oh, then we do this
In a sneaky way,
Yeah.
so the zookeeper doesn't catch you. We'll just do one bar for today. We'll do the other ones later. Good job. There are all kinds of interesting pictures to cut out, but something like this from a coloring book is too difficult for a child to follow around the outside of the shape. To make it easier for them, use a marker to draw a path around the shape. And you can do this for flyers that have toys or food or any kind of vocabulary that you might be working on. So now I drew a circular path. Can you cut out the lobster, Sela?
Two big people.
Too thin a paper? See how you do. Okay. Move your paper hand. Good job. Keep your tips pointing up, like that. That's good. And move your paper hand. Stop for 1 second, Sela. I'm going to show something. If your child has troubles with doing a circular or a shape, circular path or a shape, you can actually cut into the path so that as they go along the path, the pieces fall away. So we're going to do that. So now give it a try. Start back where you were. That just tends to make the task a little bit easier for children who have troubles managing the excess paper. I am helping her to get into position so that her hand is nearer to the paper, to the path. You could also glue something like this on cardstock, like I mentioned. Good job. Another fun activity is to take a child's drawing, like this one. You can use cardstock or you can cover it in MacTac, which is clear cupboard liner like we did. And we're going to turn this into a puzzle. So, see that? You can cut, let's do one cut this way and one cut this way. Go ahead, you can do it how you like it. Good job. That's okay, because we're going to make this a puzzle. So you can make this. Can you stop there? And I'm just going to show you. Now you could do this in more pieces if you want, and turn it into a puzzle activity. Can you put these pieces together so that they make your picture? Ta-da! Good job. You can do the same thing with old greeting cards. Can you cut across the puppy? We'll make it a puzzle. are dot-to dots or mazes and use them as a cutting activity too. Sela is cutting from sticker to sticker. And that can be a fun way to work on vocabulary. Excuse me. Just an easy, no prep activity that you can do in a moment. Cut from the pig to the goat. Can you cut him right in half? Uh-oh. Now cut to the cow. Move your paper hand. When she starts to stick her elbow out, that's a sign that she's trying to get more stability. Elbow down. There you go. And last snip. Ta-da! You don't need special scissors for cutting Play-Doh or silly putty or Theraputty or food. Like I said, you can always just wash them afterwards in the dishwasher. Okay, now cut that snake into pieces.
Bye-bye, snake. Ah! I cut his head off.
Uh-oh.
His eyeballs off.
His eyeballs. While she's cutting that, another typical problem is that a child tries to cut something out, makes a mistake, or gets frustrated and gives up. The solution for that is to check 4 things. Check the path. Is the path too difficult for the child? Is it too long? Is it too narrow? Next, check the paper. Is the paper too thin? Is it too thick? Is it too big? Next, check the child's position, both the seated position and the scissors position, and the position of their helper hand. And last, check the presentation. Sometimes we give children multiple things on a page to cut out and it's overwhelming for them. Instead, cut off the small bits or simplify the presentation somehow and see if that helps your child be more successful. I'm going to let you finish these ones. Thumbs up. There are plenty of prefab worksheets, activity sheets, and books, including speech-language pathology resources like cut, glue, and scissors too. These are awesome, but they're not necessary. Working on scissors skill does not have to involve a lot of prep. You just need scissors, some paper, and a marker. Don't forget to end on a successful note and reinforce your child or your student for their hard work. This will help to ensure that they come back and try again tomorrow. You're doing a good job. Good job for your cutting hand. Good job for your helper hand. The bottom line is that consistent daily practice is the key to scissors success.